All right, welcome back to another edition of the Sooner Surge. Before we get started, click the subscribe button, join what's going on here at the Sooner Surge. And we got our weekly depth chart video coming to you right now. Just going to talk about a few things that's listed there on the depth chart that we've noticed, maybe that stand out a little bit. Obviously, I think the first one, guys, and Hunter is Tolly Walker there, and probably based off the injury listed as an or in the 3 or 4 spot, right, Hunter?
Yeah, and again, it's depth chart. It's not going to be 100% accurate
No.
because this was put out well early into the week, well before, well over 72 hours before Bedlam. So who knows with the injuries, that stuff could change. The thing worth noting with Tolly Walker was the previous week, Marcus Major was in that spot. Marcus Major did not play. So Tolly Walker, will he play or will he not? I don't know. Sure hope so. OU's going to need him big time, I think. I mean, he really established himself last week as the RB1, having a career day against Kansas.
Yeah, and look, the depth chart is about as accurate as, I don't even know, maybe the weather in Oklahoma these days, but you do got to look at it and you got to make note of some things, and that's probably the one that stands out the most. You do have a couple of interesting things on the O-line. It does have Caden Green listed as one. We know that wasn't the case last week. Well, he may have been listed as one, but
what? It should have been the case.
Right. I'm saying he may have been listed last week, but he
was
did not.
He was listed as one last week.
Right.
When Savion Byrd made that start. I would think again, like I don't know at what point is Caden Green like the clear cut starter. Like what else does he have to do? Like he's been he was so dominant that he got a holding penalty for manhandling a dude. Never seen that before. But welcome to the Big 12.
I would like to know, maybe what the players do. They even look at the depth chart, and if they do, what do they think of it? I think a guy like Gibson, guys, who's been really, I guess you could say, third on that depth chart most of the year. I'm not sure why he's below Shelton in that role, because I think he plays more snaps overall. But
it's weird. It's weird. The oars at times are weird. I thought those would have went away from the previous coach, but no, they're back, and this year they're kind of more than they were the year before. I guess keep teams on their toes. But Jaden Gibson needs to play more. You got to get him the ball. He's a playmaker. He's averaging I believe it's 26 yards per catch right now. I mean, I would say him and Nick Anderson have been two really, and Nick Anderson's obviously picking up now. He now has 8 touchdowns, which is top 5 in the country. And Gibson just, every time he gets the ball, he makes a play. It seems like every single catch is a Sports Center worthy catch. You got to get him on the field, and you got to get him the ball.
Well, and one thing to note probably, now I haven't looked at it as closely as you, Hunter, but the defensive backfield, we talked a little bit about the injury report that we put out with Gentry Williams being back, but we didn't talk about Peyton Bowen and Peyton Bowen's injury. We're not sure what's going on or how much he's going to play there, hopefully more than he does less. But here's the thing. They do not have Pearson the first half. So because of his targeting. So he's out the first half. That's going to open up a spot there, somebody to get more playing time or more rotational there. And this is probably the game they needed Pearson the most.
It's got to be Bowen is going to have to be the guy. Otherwise,
it needs to be.
If he's healthy. That's the big
I agree.
If he's healthy, he should be starting with Bowen.
I would think it would maybe not be a start, but a significant uptick in reps, because UCF, they wanted him obviously, but he's hurt. He got in those 5 plays, and 2 of those plays were big time plays for Peyton Bowen. He had that massive sack on his 2nd play of the game. That one. First play, I think he kind of forced an incompletion. I can't remember. That was 2 weeks ago, and we've seen a lot of ugly football since then. So, yeah, they need Peyton Bowen if he's healthy. You mentioned no Reggie Pearson. You're going against Ollie Gordon. You need that run-stuffing safety, and you're not going to have him for the first half.
And And let's be honest, Bowman is not a run stopping safety. And listen, there's two things I know. The more that Peyton Bowen plays, the better off OU is. I mean, if he's in there 9 plays,
Yeah,
fine,
exactly.
Get him in there. The other thing I'll say is I would not want to be the OSU player responsible for blocking Reggie Pearson to start the second half. That's all I will say. And because he's going to come in there just blowing someone up, I promise you, after that last week. I want to know about Brennan Thompson, guys. Brennan Thompson, if you notice, he posted on his Twitter this week the picture of him in the Crimson and Cream. And at what point is Brennan Thompson going to get a few more opportunities, either on the outside with the reverses or down the field?
I don't get it. Every time he gets on the field, he's making a big play. He has 3 receptions on the year, and 2 of them were 50-plus yard receptions.
Can he play where Freeman plays or no?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, that's what everything says. He should almost be a slot guy because of his size and speed. And if you're wanting to run those jet sweeps, like that's been the case. They ran, it seemed like every single play. Obviously, it wasn't that much. You would think you would want to go with the fastest guy, arguably in the country, in Brennan Thompson. But it was Gavin Freeman last week.
Well, what I don't understand is ever since Andrel Anthony's went down, all off season we heard about Anthony's fast. That's what we heard. Anthony's super fast. He's going to stretch the field. Well, you know who's faster than Anthony is Brennan Thompson. And so those two are the 2 fastest at receiver. One of them's out for the year. So how about putting Brennan Thompson out there and letting him run down the field and stretching the field? It's going to open up all the middle, everything way more. I don't understand it.
Honestly, I think this week we're going to see him.
I hope.
I feel like with this Oklahoma State secondary, it's not outside of Kendall Daniels. I don't think it's that good. And there's not much on Brennan Thompson. You're really talking about 2 plays because the other plays that he has, like receptions or when he got the ball, if it might have been a handoff, like a lateral, it was those kind of sweep things. He had a few in motion in that Iowa State game. I think he had 3 total touches there. One being that 50-yarder, and then he had the 50-yarder on the final drive. It's just the wide receiver rotation has been weird because you don't have Brennan Thompson. If he's healthy, he should play. He's that fast. I mean, he's someone you call faster than fast, and I don't know what that word is, but that's what Brennan Thompson is. He's just that quick.
Tyreek Hill fast. That's what you call it.
Yeah, really. I would say he's the fastest college player I've seen since Tyreek Hill. And then on the final drive, you have that Hail Mary. Where's Nick Anderson? Where's Jaden Gibson? Those are your 2 biggest receivers, and they're nowhere to be found. It's just something's got to be figured out in this wide receiver rotation for the Sooners.
Hey, real quick, last thing I'll say, Jeremy, before you close, Jalil Farouk's a good kickoff returner. Okay,
I was going to say the same thing.
Listen, LB Blankenshilton, I'm sorry. That's fine. He might be pretty good, but for Brennan Thompson not to be running kickbacks, I don't understand it.
No, Jay, I was going to say the same thing, but I tell you who I want a shot at. I want Billy Bowman back there.
I don't.
Against this
risk injury.
Hey, I would say
that's my big thing is injuries. I don't like starters. I don't even like Farouk being out there.
Pettaway.
I would like Pettaway and Thompson because Brennan Thompson's not playing right now. I think those 2 are your best chance. I know Pettaway was great on that kind of reverse that they ran that failed against Texas. That was a great special teams call. That's something that it's like you see Pettaway in that open field, and it's like, why aren't we giving him a shot to return kicks on a regular basis?
Well, the thing is, you would not argue that, but the problem is Farouk has not been great on ball security either. So we can't argue that. Farouk has not been great on ball security. It'll be interesting what happens on the special teams, kickoff return. But
special teams plays a massive role in this game. I mean, it cost OU in 2014, the punt to kind of end the game, and Tyreek Hill housed it. Cost us an OU in 2021 with muffed punt that killed momentum and gave OSU free points. You have to be clean on the special teams, and you really need the big plays on special team. I think Alex Ross ran one back in Stillwater a while back.
Yeah, special teams will play a huge role. And there's a look at the kind of updated depth chart. Again, make sure you hop on the Sooner Surge live pregame as we will go over who's out there warming up and things like that. So make sure you're a part of it. Join our YouTube channel, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Can't wait for tomorrow. Till next time, Boomer.